This is my iPhone 12 Pro Max, and in this video, I'm going to show you what's on it. Over the last few weeks, I've been bouncing back and forth between a dark setup and a light setup. I kind of switch with my mood at times. I prefer the look of light mode over dark mode, and then sometimes vice versa. So let's run through exactly how I got this home screen to look the way it does. We'll start with the easy thing, and that's the wallpaper, which is what a lot of you guys always ask me anyways. I get my wallpapers almost exclusively from two places. The most recent being Unsplash, or the Unsplash website, or if you're on iOS, there is a convenient application. And I sometimes find myself scrolling for hours on end just looking for wallpapers. Obviously, for the dark setup, I just went with a basic black wallpaper. You can get that anywhere, but there's actually a built-in system black wallpaper, so just go into your settings and you'll find one already on your device. I'll try and leave a few wallpapers linked below, or you could just reach out to me on Twitter and I'll send it to you directly. I also use the Backdrops app from time to time, but Unsplash just has way more variety in my opinion, so I highly recommend checking out either one of these two applications for awesome wallpapers. Alright, so for the icons, I'm using an app called Moloko. I'm, again, still not sure how you pronounce this application, but either way, I touched on this app a bit in a recent video, and essentially you can download and install different profiles that will automatically set you up with hundreds of different icons for both third-party applications and system applications. The only real downside to this is that there aren't a whole lot of obscure app icons available for third-party apps. It's mostly for the really popular third-party apps and then a bunch of system apps. But you can still get a great look with these options from this app. And it's a lot easier than having to go in and change each app icon individually using the Shortcuts app. Of course, the other main drawback is that whenever you open an application, it will bounce between a Shortcuts app real quick and then open in. It's a lot better than what it used to be when this first started to become a thing, but it's still gonna have to open up Shortcuts real quick and then it'll immediately jump into the app that you wanna open up. But overall, once you find a pack you like from this app, just install the profile and then choose the apps that you want on your home screen. By default, every single app supported by that profile will be on your home screen at once, but you can just go ahead and uncheck the apps or the pages that you don't want on your home screen. Well, that's what I do, and then I just go ahead and choose the app icons for my main setup by using the app drawer. So for me, I tend to prefer just one page as I don't really use a lot of apps on a daily basis outside from what you see on my main home screen. The widgets here for the light theme are Things 3, which is in the top left corner, and that's my to-do list / task management app of choice at this current moment in time. I made an example list so that I didn't have all of my personal tasks up here, but essentially I put anything and everything that I need to remember or do or get done throughout the day in Things 3. And then I can always reference what I need to get done whenever I look at my home screen with this widget. I also use this for work and project management. The calendar widget here in the middle is from an app called Dawn Calendar, which is a minimal calendar app that has some nice looking widgets with it. I don't have a calendar linked to it at this moment for the sake of this video and not showing off what's going on, but usually any upcoming events are listed right here on this widget underneath the date, and then you can see the rest of the month in this medium-sized widget. Now the rest of the app itself is also really good. The first screen is where you'll find events, and then you can just swipe over to see more views for the week, the month, etc. It's a clean and minimal calendar app. The last widget is just a clock and battery level widget from Color Widgets. There are tons of different types to choose from the Color Widgets app. However, most of it is unfortunately locked behind a paywall. Now you can get a few for free if you share the application with a few friends, but the ones that I've been able to use without having to pay look great, and I think they fit really, really well. But if you do want to get all these other options, it's really not that expensive. So if you're really into customizing your phone, it might be a good investment. Now I don't have a lot of room for this widget, but I wanted to throw one out as an honorable mention, and that's Widget Tunes. Now if you're an Apple Music user, you can set up a favorite widget of playlists and albums that you are currently listening to, and then easily jump into playing that content by using this widget. It not only is convenient, but it looks pretty cool as well. All right, so that's really it for the light theme of this concept, and then it just kind of carries over in a very familiar fashion to the darker theme, except this time the icons will come from Moloko, but it's just a different profile. And then I do have a different date and day of the week widget here at the top, and this one's from Widgetsmith, which is primarily a free app with a bunch of other simple and minimal widgets that do have some customization features to it, but I really just like what you get out of the app, and so I don't really mess with it too much. And there's like a very small portion of the app kind of limited behind a paywall, but really the stuff that I wanted to use was all free. So I highly recommend checking that out if you want some cool widgets to put on your home screen. And then the next widget underneath that is the Hydrate widget, which is for my Spark water bottle. This bottle actually keeps track of how many ounces of water I drink in a day, which I used to be incredibly bad at. But up until I got this water bottle about 26 days ago, because I can see here that I've had a streak going for 26 days, I've actually been drinking well over 80 ounces of water a day. So if you want to drink more water and maybe you're like me and you've been bad at it, this definitely has helped. And then right underneath that, I have the Newton Mail widget. Now, for those of you who don't know, Newton Mail is my current app of choice, and I've actually been using this app for a long time, kind of on and off for the last few years, and I still really like it. So that's really it for the customization portion of my iPhone setup. This is usually how I like things to look, or sometimes I might just ditch this whole theme and icons stuff altogether and just go back to a plain home screen. But for the most part, it looks like this. One last side note, I do have a few widgets on the Today widget view, which is to the left of the home screen, primarily one large news widget so that I can check out a bunch of different stories at a quick glance, alongside a few other widgets that aren't available for your home screen that are easy for me to access when I need it. Of course, I'd love to know what your home screen looks like. Go ahead and find me on Twitter and send me what your home screen looks like for inspiration, or just so I can check it out, and then just what other apps or widgets you use, you can let me know in the comments down below. This has been Dan with MacRumors. Thanks so much for watching, and I hope to see you around in the next video.